Have you ever wondered how those big streamers level up so super incredibly fast? Fear not, because it could be you. For only 10 minutes of your time, try out this patented Nugi guide of becoming the best farmer and XPer of all time. But in all seriousness, hey guys, Nugi here, and today I am gonna bring you a short video about how to probably XP, progress, and how to get those high levels in the shortest amount of time. At least I'm gonna show you my way of doing it. So yeah, let's get in game. So before going into the game, let me quickly explain the mechanics behind XP. So whenever you kill a monster, it yields XP, and relative to your level and the monster's level, it's gonna give you either 100%, or if you're outside the safe band, it's gonna give you a penalty. So to know if you're within penalty range or not, within the safe range or not, the formula goes like this. It's 3 plus 1 every 16 levels. What this means is that for the first 16 levels, until you reach 16, you will gain 100% XP for all the content that's 3 levels higher than you and 3 levels below you. When you hit 16, it goes up to 4 because it's plus 1 every 16. So at 16, you could add 4 levels where you get 100% XP. So 16 plus 4 is 20, meaning that now the level 20 zone will give you a full XP. If you would go to a 21 zone at 16, you would gain less. At 22 zone, even less. The same thing goes if you go the other way. If you enter a level 11 zone at 16, you also get penalty. And then to calculate how much this penalty is, you can use this formula, or you can use one of these tools that I will link down below, where it will just show you, if you input the level, what kind of XP gain you get in the different zones. So the first place you want to reach when you start up the game would be Ledge, for instance. So Ledge right here has one thing going for it. It is super straightforward. It is really straightforward. This is one thing that is very important to efficient leveling. How much do I have to run out of my way to find monsters? Will I just run in a straight line and all the monsters will come to me? And yes, they will if you do Ledge. You're just gonna run in a straight line back and forth. Getting to know the zones with the best waypoints for you and the best resetting spots is very crucial to fast leveling. So Ledge is straightforward, so it's just back and forth all the time, XP, XP, XP. Very, very easy. So if you're just starting out and you want to have a good time leveling, if you do not feel comfortable going forward, you could do 1 or 2 more levels on Ledge. So what tends to happen when people farm, they have the best farming zones, and then they try and skip the bad zones, so they leapfrog to the next zone. So what would be the next zone? In racing, what people tend to do is they just go forward. They don't really care in the beginning about staying too long in these particular places, because in the beginning, if you just kill everything as you go along, you gain the amount of XP you need. So farming content over and over again is rarely needed in normal difficulty. But if you have a weak character, you could benefit from staying some of the places that will give you good XP. So Ledge was really good because it was an easy place to figure out. There's good monster density and you go back and forth, meaning that you can kill a lot of monsters really fast. So next up I'll show you Coves. Coves is really good because of one thing. It has an easy to spot blue pack. So as you can see right here, this is the big pack. There's usually a rare plus a lot of blues. It's always going to be at the side. Let's say you run through here. When you get close to the caverns here, then if you go out here, there's always a blue pack and a yellow pack. And so this is going to yield you a lot of XP. So this is also something you need to consider. Where can I find the most blue packs? Because blue packs are the main source of getting fast XP. You can kill enough whites, but blues give you +1 level, meaning they yield more XP because of that. And they also give you, I think it's three times the amount that a white monster would give you. So a blue monster is the best thing you can kill in terms of getting XP. This is why when you see races, people get all ecstatic. I was like, yeah, blue pack. That's next place you want to consider. You can do some Southern Forest. Southern Forest is okay clearing if you go through it once. It's not a place that I would farm for a very long time, because monkeys and this zone has very little XP per monster. So monkeys, like the small monkeys, don't give very much XP. It's like squids, they give like half the amount that a skeleton would give you. So what you would consider these monkeys would be, you divide them by 2 and there you would have it. Like that's the amount of monsters you're actually fighting in terms of XP. Now comes the zone that is probably regarded as the best XP zone in the game. At least it was before the recent changes. And I'll use this to give you an understanding of what a good XP area looks like. So, Chamber of Sins. Let's assume we get here at the right level. So we get here at the right level and we start XPing. So the thing that makes this place really great is that there will always be 2 out of 3 of the staircase placements that will be riddled with a big blue pack. And now this is the perfect example I want to show you in the beginning here. There is actually a system to Chamber of Sins. So if this area right here is blocked, this means that the stairs down is going to be down here. The same thing goes if the area over here is blocked and you can't pass through down here, you mirror it, you can't go down here, then the same thing applies for the right side or for the top side. And what I would then suggest is that you start opposite side, then go down to the bottom here and then up. And so I will do this right now. And so here's the first blue pack, as you can see right here, big nice juicy blue pack. Sometimes they're huge, sometimes they're slightly smaller. The one thing that you need to be careful about now is the zombies. They have added poison cloud on death. Besides that, the zone is still the best for XPing. As you can see here, here's the second blue pack, and this means that the way down is over here. So let me quickly show you through the middle here how this level actually looks like and why this is so good. Because the base layout is always the same. It's only the block routes that will ever change. Also the middle here can be potentially good to go through because it's always a good potential for nice XP. There's always a pack plus this guy, and sometimes it's actually blue, which is nice. So you can see here the layout is the middle, then it goes out here, and over here. So right here will the stairs be. As you can see here, these indicate stairs. So the stairs can be in 1 of 3 places. Very nice. So next up is docks. Same principle again. This is the reason why docks is highly regarded for being a good place, is that there will be 3 docks within a docks, like 3 of these branches, and they will always contain blue packs. Again. So as you can see right here, I'm at the end of one of the docks and there's a blue pack. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're smaller. It varies. But the general theme here is that you know where they are. So you can find them by knowing where to go. And there are like 3 of these, so it's 1 here, 1 here, and so the last one is probably going to be up here. And when you clear 3 of these branches, you're done and you can reset. And there's a waypoint here as well. Another thing that's very important. Waypoints, is there a waypoint nearby? Again, reset points. Where can I reset? Can I reset at the end of an area, or do I have to reset on waypoints with the help of portals? So here you would use portals and you would use waypoints. So again, it's like the area's big monster density, a lot of blue packs is the most important part. And then you want to be within the safe XP range, and you want to know kind of the effective XP that you can get. It's okay to stay in a place if you farm there really, really fast. And then you over level for a few levels, as long as the XP penalties does not exceed like the 80s to 90%, I feel it's totally viable to do so. Another thing to know is that when is it a good time to progress? So there are a few places that are really hard in the game, and depending on your gear, this is also something you want to consider when you're XPing. For instance, docks. Do you want to go there as soon as you get within the maximum XP range? If you have very bad fire resistance, for instance, you might not want to go there. If you have bad armor and cold res, well, the cold areas might kill you very fast. Do you have a low life pool? Like, you get stunned a lot there as well because they have hard hits. City of Sarn is great because you can run back and forth, but there's a lot of lightning resistance there from the Welling Blade guys. So if you're a lightning based character, that might not be the best place to be. The ledge is fire resistant, so if you're a fire based character, then that might not be the place to be. But since fire is so strong, you still see a lot of people farm there because it's so easy to farm that place. Another place, a few other places to consider when farming. Catacombs is very cold resist. So here, if you're fire based build, well, there you go. Nothing to hurt you there. Then you have Lunaris Temple. Lunaris Temple has very spiky damage, has vulnerability curses, has righteous fire, and in invasion especially, it can inhabit some of the more dangerous bosses. It's very cramped, so you get desynced a lot. So Lunaris is potentially one of the best XP places before maps in the game, but because it's so dangerous, it might not be the best place to farm, because danger also slows you down. If you spend too much time trying to kill stuff, you might as well just XP at 50% efficiency, but killing more than twice as fast. You're never gonna die there, and you're gonna XP faster. So quickly to recap here, you wanna know the safe band. 3 levels plus 1 every 16, so you know exactly when you enter a new area that you're not in a great XP penalty. Second off, you want to be in the right area at the right time. Ledge is good, Coves is good. Southern Forest is fine for a few levels. It can be a very easy place to farm, which can go in its favor. Western is dangerous, but pretty good XP. Chamber of Sins is like the top tier place, along with Docks and Lunaris, and also Catacombs. Those would probably be the top tier outer maps places, in my opinion. You see a lot of people doing Sarn when they hit Merciless, and that's because it's too dangerous going some of these places. That's why you level here and maybe over level here until your resistance and all that is in check. So their damage versus your survivability, and their resist and survivability versus your damage is very important to consider, because you want to be clearing really fast. As long as you're within the right XP efficiency, most of the times if you're in the good XP zone, sometimes you just want to stay there until you're really, really beefy and you can like kill the bosses. For instance, you don't want to just rush to Scepter of God because it's gonna take you a long time. Might as well get all the way up to 53 in Docks. As you can see, you're not exceeding the XP range. So these are some things to consider. So hope you guys learned something today, and I'll see you guys next time.